I was 100% sure it was another great challenge. So I didn't know. I thought he flopped on the play. So I really didn't think that Joe would be fouled out. Joe did. That's what scared me. So because he just felt like they were calling. But no, I felt good about it. It's rare that I don't turn around and look at our guy. I was standing there, so I called that one right away. And we had a timeout that we were going to lose under 3 anyway. So.
Was it also just, gotta keep Joel and do everything you gotta keep Joel?
Yeah, but if I thought it was a real foul, I wouldn't have done it because, why use a timeout if you know it's a foul, right? But I really thought there was a good chance. I didn't know, obviously, because it could have gone either way. But I thought it was a good chance that they would overturn it.
So you guys had, I think, 18 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Kept them in the game for a little bit. And was it
sloppy? I thought we got stagnant there in the second quarter. And in the first quarter, we had 7 turnovers, and we were shooting like 80% at that point. I just thought we were really sloppy. And on the road, you're really fortunate to win games like that. They had 10 more shots than us at halftime.
After you didn't have a ton of bench scoring in the first half, but in that fourth quarter, George hit a couple big shots, Shake hit a couple big shots to kind of keep.
Yeah, I thought James, the difference with James with the second group in the second quarter to the fourth quarter was a huge difference. I mean, they got shots, but it came off James' passes and his attacking. But everything was quicker and the floor was more open. I also thought we had Tuck in at 5. I thought that was a big thing for us. We did it for about a minute and a half in that stretch in the second quarter. We liked it. And we had made our plan, but at halftime, that's where we were going to go. I told Tuck we're going to take him out early in the third to bring him back in at the 5.
I think that timeout you called in the third quarter was huge too.
Yeah.
I think they went on a 10-2 run.
Yeah.
You called timeout. You guys kind of got the lead.
Yeah.
At the momentum.
Yeah, I just didn't think we had the right, whatever spirit or we didn't come out with the right energy, and that's what I told him. At that, I didn't make an adjustment except for let's play with more energy, let's play together, let's move the ball, and let's get out of the way of ourselves. Because that's how I felt. Everyone was feeling sorry for themselves at that point.
I know there's a lot of basketball left, I guess, but this is a huge tiebreaker for you guys.
Yeah.
Against this team.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice. Gives us one more win in front of them, plus the tiebreaker, so that definitely helps. We mentioned it this morning, but more importantly, we mentioned the last time we were here, they beat the pants out of us and off of us, and so we have to show something tonight, and I thought our guys did that.
Tyrese had a couple early turnovers, and it seems like he found stride as the game went
Yeah.
on, which it seems like he, over time, has done that a lot. Struggled at the beginning.
Yeah, I just thought he was tentative, and tentative anyone in a big game is a turnover. He throws the ball to Joel because Joel yelled for the ball, and I was trying to explain to him he's the point guard. If the guy's not open, let him yell. Don't throw it anyway, And it's tough for him because that's Joel Embiid, So that's a good learning tool for him.
Is that ability to make those adjustments in game unique to Tyrese? Or do you find
No, I just think it's Tyrese. Yeah, it's probably unique at his age to Tyrese, But I told a bunch of guys. I told Tobias, late in the game, he missed a couple of wide open threes, and you can just see it on his face. And I used it Ray Allen because Ray Allen would always say it on him. I said, if you're not willing to go for 0 for 20, you can't go 0 for 3 either then. Like, you have to be willing to just, if you're a shooter, you're a shooter, and you're always a shooter. That doesn't mean you're going to make them all the time. But you have to believe you're going to make every one of them. And a couple other guys said something to him as well, so that was good for him.
It felt like they were shifting pretty strong.
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
Pick and roll, I guess. What are the keys to kind of be?
Our spacing. You saw that last one we got. Joel missed a shot, but he was wide open. We shifted Tuck to the other side. We got to work on that because teams have done that before. So.
Doc, the Cavs have forced 83 turnovers in the past 4 games coming into this contest.
Yeah.
And 19 on you guys today.
Yeah.
What is it about their defense where they call
Well, they're long, they're athletic, and they have quickness. When the ball is rolling on the floor and you have Garland and Mitchell, they're going to get it. I mean, they're the fastest 2 guys on the floor, And then they just have length, too. So they have a lot of good defensive players on this team.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Started that fourth quarter that maybe wasn't there in the first half?
I think we just began to trust the pass and play with a little bit more energy. I feel like coming out of the second half, we just overall played with more energy. Defensively, getting stops. They had too many runouts in the first half. Kind of limited our turnovers a little bit. And then, anytime we're getting stops defensively, it makes our offense, that much easier and that much smooth. So I feel like that definitely played a part.
The three that George hit at the buzzer at the end of the third, just how much of a lift does that give a team overall when that happens?
It's definitely a huge lift for us, and for us, it's just continuing. And that's all we talk about is trusting each other and trusting the pass. So I could have taken a tough shot, and G had an easy shot, and he's a knockdown shooter. So hitting a shot like that going into the quarter definitely gives us momentum, and I feel like it just gave us a big boost overall.
What have you learned over the past couple of years of playing off James?
Just watching him work, honestly. He's somebody who just sees the game a little differently, and it definitely helps you become, a more of a cutter, spot-up shooter, and you just play the game from a different perspective. And he's always looking, always surveying the floor, and he's going to make the right decision 99% of the time.
I guess it seems like you guys, when you go down 13, 15, whatever it is, you guys can come back pretty quickly. Is there a sense of no panic? You got, I think it was 70-57 at one point there, and it just turned pretty quick.
Definitely, and shout out to D House. He came in and said some encouraging words to us, just telling us to keep going, and that's what we need, top to bottom. Guys coming in or just sticking together. Really, that's what it's about. And I feel like top to bottom, we don't really get phased at any type of lead, and I think anytime we're able to stick together, get outside of ourselves, and really focus on what the team needs in order to win, we put ourselves in a really good position.
You talk about not getting phased. I mean, you guys have played a lot of really good teams over the past 3 or 4 weeks, had a pretty good record. What do you think that has kind of done? Do you think that can kind of calibrate you guys for the playoffs?
Definitely. I think that's what it is doing. I think it's just continuing to give us confidence, and I think it's continuing to give us the blueprint that if we stick together, we can pretty much overcome anything. And I think top to bottom, that's just been the message that we've preached. And then we go out there, we do it, we see the results, and it just continues to give us confidence to do it again and again. I think it helps.
I think at that point, what do you want to see out of the second unit, just as you guys play 14 more games or whatever, where kind of the areas that you feel like you guys can sharpen just to be at your best going into the playoffs?
Our second unit changes a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just stagger and they leave James or some of the starters in also, so it's not a complete second unit. But I don't know. I think continuing to come in and play with energy, being aggressive, and continue to look for one another. Anytime the second unit comes in, we focus on getting stops, and then the ball is moving, we put ourselves in a good position. I feel like we score, we get stops, and we're either extending our lead or, keeping it right where we need to be for our starters to come in and close it out for us. So I feel like we're doing a good job overall.
Thanks, Jake.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jake.